All right, what's up, guys? Always Race Day Dirt podcast here. I'm even more embarrassed. I wore a shirt that apparently blends into the wall that I'm sitting next to. Eric has the right idea. It's a little bit different, at least with his lighting. We'll break down everything tonight from the High Limit broadcast on FS1 to the Brent Mark stuff to the World of Outlaws weekend that is going to run through Knoxville, and we will be there on Saturday. Jacksonville, Illinois on Friday night, Knoxville Saturday, and then Huset's on Sunday. We'll be here for all of it. Loaded weekend of racing, as it always is. But first, before we get started, I want to thank Chris Weiser and the Weiser companies. They hopped on board during the Knoxville Nationals, made our biggest 10 days of the year just a little bit bigger. And one of Chris's companies, ProfitMachine.ai. If you have a small business and you think, hey, maybe we could utilize AI here. Profit Machine, every business needs AI right now, but nobody knows how to use it. With Profit Machine AI, you'll get a dedicated development team, live weekly coaching calls, sales scripts, and pitch decks, as well as access to a private member community with 200 plus AI advisors. AI Profit Machine can help you out. Go to profitmachine.ai today. Fill out their little 8-question questionnaire. They're kind of selective with their clients, but if you think that your business can utilize AI and they think it's a match, they will help you out. Two fantastic people behind that website. Obviously, Chris Weiser is one. And we appreciate them supporting our podcast. So support those who support dirt racing. If you at all have a business that you think could utilize AI in any way, go to profitmachine.ai, fill out their questionnaire today. Sorry, everybody's least favorite part of the show. I got one more ad read to do. If you want an Always Race Day shirt, maybe one that says late models suck, or it's Always Race Day, just go down to shoptrackthreads.com. A bunch of our friends are on there. JJ Hickle's on there. Jack Anderson's on there. Sawyer Phillips, Hasker Phillips. Go down to Shop Track Threads today. Kerry Madsen's on there, a high limit guy, a high roller. Ryan Levitt, it's his website, so obviously, unsurprisingly, he's on there. I just zoomed in to the list, Eric, and just picked whoever the first name was that popped up. But everybody's saying it. Bleacher Report's saying it. Sports Illustrated's saying it. Get your shirts at shoptrackthreads.com today. You won't be disappointed. Go Rep Always Race Day. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. We'll get to all of them that we can, as long as they're appropriate for us to click on and put them here. Eric, how are you? Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you too. Yeah, it's been good. I mean, we'll guarantee that Connor won't be the one doing your sales pitch for the AI resources. So don't worry, folks. That'll be someone else be doing it.
I'm not a sales guy. I can barely talk about myself, let alone other people. I can't. I'm probably worse with myself, honestly, with how I am. Getting better. We're learning every day as we go. But it fully my fault for not getting Eric on here last week. I thought I'd text him. I didn't. But we made it work. We made it work with Noah. Did you tune into the High Limit broadcast last night? I have no doubt that you did. You're always sitting here watching all of them. So,
yeah, no, I tuned in. Hey, now I get to the racetrack sometimes.
Wow. Hey, I just need to see Eric Bridger back in it. Have you put your name out there for a fill-in role for the Pace Pro division? It's not Pace anymore, but the Pro Sprint division.
It's sponsored by somebody. I can't remember what it was, but.
It's a new sponsor
sponsors
last week. Yeah.
I tuned in last night. No, my name's not on the replacement driver list for anybody that I know of. So tuned in last night. I thought the broadcast was pretty well. I think the only bad thing is it did go over a lot of time again. But I think instead of them being behind before the A main started, just unfortunately the A main ran longer than they wanted to be. So I think that was another downfall. If you have back-to-back times where the A main's gone over their TBO on it. I don't know how much begging and pleading they have to do for Fox for to keep it on. But yeah, I mean, that was the only downfall.
So the show that came on after their time frame last night was Kevin Harvick's podcast. I would say if Kevin Harvick's a Hall of Fame inductee in the NASCAR Hall of Fame and in any sort of racing Hall of Fame, and he couldn't understand a live event went over the window, I don't think he should be a Hall of Fame inductee. No, I don't think Kevin Harvick would be mad about it. I think it's some suit at Fox.
This was probably a rerun to begin
live
with.
event. Yeah, it's events that start and they're live and they go over a TV frame and they're already, chomping at the bit to get the things in and get the event in 2 hours. They don't do the Durst dice roll, and enough people have said something on X or Twitter, whatever you call it, that it's just been brought up. They don't do that to save time. And last night, they could have used some more track prep. I'll get Eric's thoughts on how they prepped the track. My dad was a big fan. Can't say I loved it, but the race turned out fine. So that is what it is. But I think going over by 7 minutes is fine. If there's someone at Fox that's mad, and I'll do some background, some digging tonight, and see what I can find out if I can get any of the information on if they were pissed about that. I know High Limit wants to be under that mark, very much so, just to prove that they can do it in a timely manner in 2 hours and always be done at least close to that 2 hour mark. Now, they went 7 minutes over this time. The Eagle race, I believe they were 17 minutes over or 21 minutes over. I don't know why those two numbers stick out in my head. But yeah, it's 7 minutes over shouldn't be anything. And if you're doing a podcast or like an old race replay was what it was after the Eagle race, like who the hell cares? You can find that anywhere. It's not just on TV at that time. And if it's got to be delayed, it's got to be delayed. Delay the show after it, make your own decisions over there. You're broadcasting a live event, and that's going to get more of an audience than any podcast you can dream of playing. Those are just my thoughts on it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's not a terrible look. I just think it's tough to try to do something that you are trying to promote, but yet you're not getting your full promotion out of it because you're running late and you have to cut off interviews and all that stuff. So I don't think there's anything you really can do about it because what's the word I'm looking for? I guess you can't really time an 8 main to go off at a certain time. So
you can't plan for how long the 8 main's going to take.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the way it is. So
and if it goes green at just about any track in the country, it's taken about 6 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they could have been done at 8:20 and had to fill in 10 minutes of time, which I'm sure they probably have plans to do that. But yeah, I mean, it's just the way it's been going.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I thought Chase Rodman's intro to the broadcast, I thought it was impeccable. I thought it was fantastic. It reminded me of a Doc Emmerich hockey playoff intro. I don't know if it did you. Now, could we get Tony Laporta like standing in the ocean and being like just off the seas of wherever? That'd be cool. But
yeah,
what do you think of the broadcast altogether? Was there any parts that stuck out to you?
I didn't get to see all of it in progress, but it seemed like it was a pretty good, I guess, flow, I guess you want to say, on how it's been going on Fox. And I think Blake Anderson in the booth is a good addition to it for those nights.
Yeah, I'm with you. I love Blake. Obviously, another Iowan. He always adds a bunch of insight to what they're talking about. Tony's great with, God, what did he say? He said something during He said something where he got a little animated during the wheel, the dash wheel, and my dad and I were laughing at it just because of how funny it sounded. But I can't remember exactly what he said. But him and Chase and Blake are all they got great chemistry. They all build off one another. They don't talk over each other. It's really commendable what they're doing. And I do think these TV broadcasts are super important because you've got to have a good product out there that people want to watch. And if they do come across it, even on a rerun basis, if it's a smooth broadcast like they've been doing, it is really impeccable. It's really cool. I do think the Outlaws could do the same. I think they got a great broadcast with Johnny Gibson in Dirt Vision. But I think Flo's absolutely hitting it out of the park on these TV shows, and they're bringing new elements into it, like the intro thing this week, like the driver Sunday Night Football deal. And when I say Sunday Night Football deal, they do the green screen, and it's just the driver, and they say who they are and where they're from. Maybe we can get them to say one other thing in the future. I think that'd be fun. Whether it's answering a question or just say something about yourself that you want people to know. If you go look at the NASCAR pit crew intros, what they do on there is super fun. But I do think that all the aspects of their broadcasts are coming across the plate and getting hit over the fence. I seriously think they're doing a great job with it.
Yeah, no, I agree for sure.
So Aaron Reitzel takes home his fifth win for $20,000 or more of the season. There's been 7 total races that paid $20,000 or more. And on top of it, the high limit race, the Weikert, just got postponed to, I believe, July 25th to 26th at Port Royal Speedway. So that $100,000 to win race will be slap dab in the middle of the month of money, after the Kings Royal and before the Knoxville Nationals and before the Ironman 55. So I'm amped about that. It's going to be a fun time frame for sprint car racing. Also, is Knoxville or Houston's paying $20,000, or is there bonus money? Is it $12,000 with bonus money or something? Do you know off the top of your head, Eric?
I don't think it's paying $20,000 this weekend. I think it's just.
I don't think it's paying 20 for sure.
I think it's just your $12,000 show.
So at the very least, we're gonna have a bunch of high limit guys down there. But first off, Aaron Reitzel, he's nutty right now. What do you make of this? What do you make of the momentum? What can a sprint car driver do when he's racing this good, this fast?
Yeah, I think he won, $50K last week, and then another 20 last night. So, I mean, he's up there to $70,000 or $80,000 in a couple of weeks. I mean, that's pretty good deal. And I think if you like points race battles, you better hope Reitzel cools off, because right now he's kind of putting on a stinker on the show a little bit. Not as bad as Gravel has been, but yeah, I mean, he's definitely found his rhythm, and it's kind of like an Aaron Reitzel at Knoxville a couple years ago when he ran weekly. He would just, especially in the 360 class, he just would destroy the field, and he seems to be doing that a lot. I mean, Rico again ran for his money last night, but he's definitely probably one of the hottest sprint car driver this month. So
yeah, no, he's just on a different level right now. Him and his team and Brogan and all those guys. And I mentioned Brogan because we've had a couple drinks together. He looks, I think we convinced some girl he looks like David Gravel, or he had. I can't even remember the story right now. I've been hit in the head too many times since then. But great guys over there that work with him and work on that team, and I'm not shocked at all to see them having success. It was, I think, 2 years ago, and one of their guys came up, and he doesn't work for him anymore, but he was asking me about my sprint car rankings in our sprint car rankings at Always Race Day. Back when it was me, Damon, and Josh, I think, and he's like, Aaron Reitzel 9th? You kidding me? He's got to be first, if not second. And I'm like, you're not changing my mind, but if you buy me a few drinks, like sure, we can move him up a little bit. I'm kidding. But no, he is on a different level right now. I think there's a way that race goes where Rico Abreu is standing in victory lane, and just how things, where cautions fly, and where they don't. But Aaron said after the race, he said we got lucky. We've been on the other side of that, but no, I think it's truthfully, I think Aaron Reitzel, Rico Abreu, and Tanner Thorson are going to be the story of the summer with the points race that's going on with the High Limit Series.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be probably another chase for the Battlefield Championship, and there's just some drivers you thought that maybe what might have been up there that doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. But things can change.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Do you have anything else for High Limit Fox Sports 1?
I'm good there.
Nothing else. So we should talk Brent Marks. Logan Fenton and him splitting up. It was supposedly supposed to be a second car at some point, to be a developmental program for a driver or certain drivers, to improve and be a second sprint car out there. Not necessarily nationally touring. I don't think they ever planned for it to do that, but another car out there that could seat an up-and-coming driver, with the advice of and guidance of Brent Marks, who's a fantastic driver. Proven he's a fantastic driver, right? Shouldn't have to prove it again, but he's in a bad start to the season. And then he gave that interview last night after supposedly Brennan Crouch took him out. I didn't see a great look at the replay. The funny thing, I watched the race twice, and I went to the bathroom during the replay both times and didn't realize it, because I was sitting there watching it with my dad. One of the cats puked. I was at my parents' last night. One of the cats puked, and I had to go clean it up, so I wasn't looking at the TV when the replay came across. But he had the interview of, I got 3 kids. It's just like talking to a kid. Nothing gets done. Nothing gets through to him. And I think it made a lot of people commend him, and just because he's never and he's been like this with us too. He has never tried to talk. He is always, if you need my time, I'm going to give you my time. And no matter what mood I'm in, I'm not going to let that dictate what kind of interview I give. And not that I hate anyone that gives us energy, or that he doesn't give us energy, but he's always the same guy every time you talk to him, whether he had a good day or a bad day. He could have the worst day in the world. He could have the best day in the world. And he'd be the same steadfast, middle-of-the-road guy. And I think that's really cool. I commend him for that. I think it's awesome. I hope the Twitter comments lay off Brennan Crouch, because they were pretty vicious from what I saw. But, especially Brent, like they got reason to be mad with Brennan. It hasn't been a great year for him. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. What do you think of Brent's interview, at least, Aaron?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like this guy that was tired of, well, I won't say get wrecked, but just racing Brennan Crouch, and I think he just kind of had enough and wanted to go talk to him. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think the development program is going to be including Brennan Crouch anytime soon. But he's got his own deal. But but yeah, I mean, Brennan's been trying to set his foot the last couple of years with the Outlaws, and then now with the High Limits. So I don't know how that's going to go for him. After 2 or 3 years, it's kind of a realize what you're doing type of thing, and look back and see what you want to go forward. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just you just run into, if you're racing the same people, it seems like there's times where you can just run into each other again and again. But I don't know, we didn't get a good look on the replay, so it's I'm sure Marks is frustrated because this year hasn't gone as the way it has, and he just lost a partner that probably was a big stake in his racing. And everybody says everything's expensive. Well, I mean, your fuel prices are probably $2 more than what you budgeted for the year, so it's probably putting more stress on things. So I mean, it's probably a combination of a lot of things that kind of added up. And yeah, I mean, it's not like you did anything wrong. Nothing Brenham did wrong too. It's just both drivers were probably. I think Marks was probably more frustrated than Brenham was, and kind of showed it a little bit.
Yeah, no, and I think you're absolutely correct everywhere that you went with that. You kind of cut out, but I think everyone's going to hear you at the very least. And I would say, too, that it just with the current state of the sport and everything, how Brent handled that was incredibly mature too, and I think that's exactly what we got to see a guy walk across an entire track and walk up to a driver and just have a conversation. That rarely, if they're walking over there to that guy, it rarely just ends in just a conversation like it did. So I thought the fans seeing that, I thought that was cool. Of course, they always have ideas like this, like Brent Marks to the Bill Rose card next year. I don't think that'll happen, but we'll see. And yeah, I just think High Limit's got all the right makings of this broadcast. That if the situation presents itself, it's going to be great TV. I'm not worried at all about the window thing. And if anything, the postponement of the Weichert probably helps Brent a little bit because he put out that release looking for, kind of tipping people off that Fenton left. However that happened, I don't know the background of that. But him sending that out, saying we want immediate help, anyone want to come on and jump on board, he's got a few extra days now to find some support. So I think that's a really big deal. One thing from our premium forum or Patreon, whatever you want to call it, that we posted last week was that Carson McCarl and TKS Motorsports split. So if you're subscribed to Patreon, you saw that. And obviously the news was confirmed on Saturday. Confirmed. We confirmed it before we posted that, but it was announced on Saturday. And it wasn't really announced by the team or anything. It was just, I think Josh Grillage from Knoxville Knights was over there. And so he got that taken care of. But yeah, I'm working on it, Eric. I'm getting there. Carson McCarl asked out of that ride is the background I wanted to give. He did not think the speed was good enough for what they were getting. And that, that just came to shove 4 weeks into the year. And things can happen that quick in sprint car racing. Teams can, go on and do that to drivers. Drivers can do that to teams. So Jack Anderson is the new name in the 2KS car. I assume we're going to see him again on Saturday. And he's still racing 360 in his own car. But I wanted to ask Eric, you probably know Jack a lot better than I do. But what do you think of that pairing?
Yeah, I think the start of the season for Carson and TKS car was concerning. I think it was going to happen sooner rather than later if they kept on running bad. And I don't know. Sometimes with a different driver, sometimes you come out hot with a start, and sometimes you come out cold. And I think they came out a little bit cold. And I mean, Austin, his brother's been in that car too. So I mean, both and Carl's a bit into it. I don't think there's anything wrong with the speed of the car that I see. It's just the pairing just didn't mesh as they wanted it to be. And I had a feeling if Carson was still in the car last week and they ran bad again, they were probably going to, I wouldn't say split. I'd say it'd probably be a red alert for them to split. So I know last year Anderson's been in that car a couple times here and there in the season a little bit. And he showed some speed. So I think it's a good opportunity for Jack. I mean, they spent a lot of time building their team to the way they want it to be to compete, and they did compete. I mean, he almost made the A main of the Knoxville Nationals last year, which is a hard feat. So, I mean, it's a good opportunity for him because they don't spend all their resources at Knoxville, and it's a good opportunity for him as well too because he can go run his own car, Friday night some power ice show or a high limit race maybe at Davenport or at Shelby County coming up here. We got some of those races coming up around their schedule. So I mean, it's or if he needs if he gets the opportunity to drop a 360 in his car, he can go run Sprinovators too. So I mean, more track time for him. I guess I forgot about Hughes's. He can run Hughes's, but we'll see if he goes up there or not. Sounds like it's gonna be more track time with him, and then it's given Troy and Tammy over at TKS an opportunity to maybe build something on this year still and still make the season salvageable.
Yeah, well, we big fans of Troy and Tammy over here in TKS Motorsports. I don't know where I think my Barnstormers Racing Night Football is over there on the other side of the couch. Yeah. But shout out, you want to go get it?
No, I was just saying good people. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they helped us.
I don't know why.
They helped us out with a lot of stuff and in our racing program as well too for parts and everything and advice. So I mean, it was. Hopefully they see them succeed and hopefully they get to victory lane this season with Jack. And I hope to see Carson get his speed back in his own car too.
Yeah, and he was P3 last year in the standings and P3 last week in time trials. Yeah. Jack Anderson was further down the order. I won't even go into specifics because he told me off the record, and I don't know if I should even say this. I don't think he'll care though. But he said the driver screwed that one up. I could have been a lot better. So we'll wait till this week where there's actually laps on the track, and knock on wood, that they run qualifying laps and heat races and all the mains get done. Maybe in a good time, maybe at least safely. But we'll be there no matter what. So
hopefully before the rubber comes.
Yeah. Okay. So Knoxville rubbered up last time there was cars on it. Do they now? They follow the Jake Ottinger approach to things. And when I say that, I'm a Dallas Stars fan. That's our goalie. But when he has a bad game, the next game typically is pretty damn good. So Knoxville tends to do the same thing. When they have a bad racetrack, the next time they're there, it seems like it's pretty damn good. Do you anticipate a good track this weekend, Aaron?
I would think so. We'll see what happens. I don't know if the cooler temps and it looks like it's going to rain Thursday and Friday a little bit. I assume that would help them rather than hurt them. And it's only 410s and 360s. Granted, there probably will be, probably around 50, 55 410s. And then, I don't know, that 360 class seems to be pushing 30 at least. I mean, you're still looking at probably 85 cars, 80 cars at the racetrack at the minimum. I hate to sell them short, but there might be 90. So, I mean, it's I would think they have a good track. They did take rubber at the Saturday night of the first weekend of the Outlaw show as well, too, which was earlier in the season. But, yeah, hopefully – I think it took rubber another night with a couple laps to go, too. But, I think I'm sure that's probably eating at the Duncans and everybody else is part of the track crew, and they want to do something right for the fans and themselves.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely with you. I think I won't put his name out there. I'm invited to have a beer at the Duncan's shack, I think. I was invited last week, and I was on the interstate when the guy texted me. So we'll get them on this show. I promise you guys. I keep saying it. We get to nationals, and we want to spotlight them during nationals because all our videos during nationals get a lot of attention. That's by design and for a reason. And sometimes there's a guy in a wheelchair walking around, and people are tired of pushing around somewhere, and it's like, hey, can you push me 17 blocks that way? Maybe 25? And they're like, no, absolutely not. You're doing way too much already, buddy.
We're at the concert stage on the front, behind the front stretch. I want to go back to the shack on the back stretch where the Duncans are at.
I forgot you helped push a little bit.
And then also go past turn 3 and 4. You probably get stopped 15 times as well too.
I love all my people at Knoxville. I can't wait for nationals this year, man. It's gonna be awesome. You got anything else?
No,
You're
you
making me laugh because
it's better avoid Brian Brown when you're strolling past.
Hey, Knoxville Raceway got a great interview with Chase Park. We would have done just the same. We would have gotten him some good PR. We're there for him. We think he's going to be a great racer. And some people don't want us to give him the attention. So we're just out here trying to grow the sport. That's us. You can stand there and be you. That's you. Okay? So I appreciate everybody that's in our corner and not trying to take the people that support me out of my corner like some are. So take that for how you guys will. My DMs are open on Twitter. My email's out there. My number's out there. Have fun with that. Go ahead, Eric.
Nothing. I was just saying I was getting Connor all riled up now.
I'm over it at this point, and I'm not just is what it is.
Yeah. That's all good.
There's details if you want them, but
they
don't need to come out. It's all good.
Yeah.
Awesome. What a great
show.
Absolutely.
Or I get you on some other topic.
No, you're all good. We'll have some interview on here next week. I didn't do one tonight because seriously, on the asphalt side, the guys are making a huge deal about the Indy 500. And Josh had a hiccup, and we had hiccup after hiccup, and he couldn't get in there until like 10 minutes to go. So we had planned all this stuff for the asphalt show. And Caleb was like, "You're good, just you and Eric for the dirt show." And I'm like, "Yeah." But I think I like this better. I think when it's just us shooting the you-know-what. And I'm going to try to convince Damon. Damon wants to be on the asphalt show next week. He's not taking a hiatus or anything. It's the off season. He's the Columbia bowling coach. I'm going to try to convince him to get back on here to we're way past the 5-minute mark, but to shoot the shit with me and Eric, because I know all our dirt guys love Damon. So we'll see. Does that say Vegas 2-0? God. All right. We got NHL to watch. We're going to let you guys go. We'll be at Knoxville Saturday. We'll be watching along on Friday night with Jacksonville. I'll be watching from the Barnstormers game. It's going to be a fun Memorial Day weekend. And hopefully Sunday at Houston goes off without a hitch too. I can't wait for all of it. Super excited. Eric, do you have anything to say?
All good.
All right. We're going to play the outro.